All right, howdy everybody. It's been a little while. I've got a little tale to tell, but I think I'll spare you. What do they say? Suffice it to say, uh, I'm on the mend, so to speak. So maybe I'll tell you a little bit more as time goes on. But I figured I'd do a little work in the old master bath project. The floor is prepped. It's all prepped. It's all ready to go. Prepped. Scrubbed, vacuumed, and ready. So now we're going to be on to the next phase, which is the installing the uncoupling membrane. And I briefly touched on this a while back, but I need a refresher myself. So I wanted to show you before I crack this thing open. It's 150 feet, and I guess the 2 indicates square feet. 150 square feet versus linear. So anyway, we're going to see. It's the important measurement. What I need to know is the, and I have to find my tape measure. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's 39 inches, which is 3 feet 3 inches. So that's accurate, 3. So yeah, the length is, okay, so right there, I don't know where they come up. Well, maybe it is 150 square feet. So it's 3 by 46 and 3 for the length. So I bought this. I don't know if I'm going to run out. If I do, I know my local Lowe's carries this, which I didn't know at the time. So this is the uncoupling membrane. And it's designed to go between your, I'm going to use some things here back for my construction days. Your substrate, which in my case is a slab, and your tile. So it's the intermediary, it's the boundary, it's the layer in between, in my case, the slab and the tile. Okay, that's what the uncoupling membrane is, that's where that's going to go. So that's going to go, what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is that's going to go directly onto my slab. And I'm going to use thin set and a quarter notched trowel to adhere this to my slab. So I do have to figure the layout a little bit, only because I just want to know where the seams are going to fall. And in between the seams, what you want to do is you want to butt the seams up, butt, you know what that means, right? Instead of overlap, you butt one up to the next, right? So there's no gap in between. That's a butt joint, right? So you don't want to overlap. You don't want to have a separation. You want to butt it, right? Butt. But Bob, I know. So now let me just slow down a little bit. And I know I'm going to probably repeat myself in a few spots, but you know, just kind of bear with me, because keep in mind I'm on the mend. And yes, I'm going to be uncoupling everything. Everything's going to be wherever the slab, and this is slab, even though I poured this. I did this. It's still slab, right? Still concrete. It's not the same mixture as this concrete, but it's still concrete nonetheless. So every area that's exposed concrete is going to get the uncoupling membrane put on top of it. And I believe, and we'll get to this here in a bit, I believe the webbing side goes down, and this kind of embossed side, which I know you can't really see too well, goes up, right? Yeah, in fact, it shows you right here. See the pictures? I know. Pictures is worth 1,000 words. So, but getting back to my partial layout, I don't really care where the seams are going to fall, because remember they're butt joints, and the butt joints are going to be covered with this. When all said and done, and I'll show you that when I get to it. This is the waterproofing strip, right? And I got a bunch of it. And then I got these little doodads. These are corners, insides and outsides, and some more waterproofing strip. So I definitely got more. And here is a big roll of the waterproofing strip, right? I'm not gonna crack that open just yet, but just imagine that in here is a big roll of this, okay? All the way down. So it's Yeah. And I got that because I'm going to be using, from what I've read, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but just hear me out. From what I've read and researched, when you use this uncoupling membrane and you're putting tile over it that's, let's say it's small, you know, the tile itself, like for instance in my shower is that stone pebble, cut pebble. You don't want to really put it right over the uncoupling membrane because of all these big areas here. Even though you're going to be filling these up with thin set, it's a good idea to use the waterproofing membrane on top of this uncoupling membrane. And that's what I'm going to do in the shower area. Okay. So getting back to kind of the importance of layout, the only thing I care about layout, the only thing that's going to be really mattering to me as far as seam placement, I want to have this as a solid piece. Right. So let's see where the 39 is going to come out. All right, so here's my 39 right there. All right, see it? There's the 39, so I'm going to be short. So I have to think what I want to do. Do I want to run it? I only have two choices to run it. Either front to back or side to side. Front to back, side to side. You don't want to run a diagonal because it's, you know, that'd be silly. Probably, you know, give you a lot of waste. So front to back, side to side. And I don't even think this cares about whether you quarter turn it. Meaning, like if I'm running this first panel front to back and I want to quarter turn the second panel going this way, running it side to side and butt the joints up here, the two butts. I don't think this stuff cares as long as you have a butt joint and it doesn't care. So I can run part of it this way and then I can run part of it this way. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter. But I do want to try to minimize the butt joints in this shower area. So if I can bring, let's see what this would be. Because I want to go all the way back here, don't forget. Right? Well, theoretically, there's going to be well, not theoretically, but there will be the go board there. So, okay, so here's my 39. See, that's much better, right? Here's my 39. So, in essence, I could run one solid piece from all the way back to that corner, and my butt joint would fall. Well, I wouldn't want to have it out in the middle of this, right? Because I'm going to be running other pieces here. Well, let me see now. Okay, 39, no, that wouldn't work. It would be 39 going this way. So, yeah, I could measure, I could actually measure, just to cover this shower area, a 45-incher, right? Cut off 45 and just turn it this way, and that'll cover this floor. And of course, I'll be cutting out where my linear drain goes. So let me crack this thing open because I know I'm anxious to see it. Look, made in Canada, yes. Well, I thought this was German made, Schluter Systems. I thought, but maybe it's Canadian. Okay, so oh yeah, hello. I keep forgetting. Hold on one sec. All right, so here it is. Here's the wrapper. Comes with it, right? And you can look this stuff up for yourself. I don't need to go through it all the way, but definitely you got to follow some basic principles. Use the right notch trowel. Definitely install it the way it wants to be. The fleece side, yes, this is the fleece side down, and they tape the bejesus out of this stuff. So good job, Schluter. Yeah, install fleece side down, and then you want to put some pressure over it with a nice big float if you have one to make sure your thin set is adhering to the uncoupling membrane. And then you want to set tiles, and there's nothing on this side. So yeah, so you have over wood, and then you have over concrete, which is what I have, right? So prevents cracks. Prevents cracked tiles and grout, waterproof to protect your subfloor, quick and easy to install, lightweight alternative to cement, backerboard. So there you have it. That's the Schluter Ditra, the uncoupling membrane. Now, how it prevents I don't know if it's going to truly prevent it, but it does say that it uses the word prevents cracks and cracked tiles and grout. Because the design of the uncoupling is just that. It's designed to uncouple the slab and your tile. All right, the slab. This is back side. That's the slab side. This top side is the tile side. So that's why you have these little gizmos here, right? That because when homes shift a little bit, and every home in the universe shifts at some point, you know, temperature fluctuations and, you know, soil settling, and it just, nothing stays exactly, you know, where you know, set it over the years. So it might meander like a 16th, it might meander closer to an eighth or bigger. So anyway, this is designed to absorb that movement, right? So that's the whole premise. And I'm looking forward to putting this stuff down, actually. I've done similar things with other things, but this is going to be the first time I'm using this for, I'm going to call it, it's not really an underlayment, but I'm sure I'll say underlayment by accident sometimes in the future, because when I used to install flooring, we used to use underlayment, not over concrete per se, but over wood, because underlayment did a couple of things for you. And what we'd use, there's various types of underlayment out there. We used to use 3/8 particle board, and what that did for you was a couple of things. It provided some stability to your surface, and it provided a flat surface for your, in this case, we were putting in sheet vinyl, 6 foot, 12 foot, you know, various things. And so that's what that was for, the underlayment. So, but the underlayment, this is similar to an underlayment because it goes between your slab and your finished floor, which in my case is the tile. So this is just, has a different purpose. This keeps it, this provides waterproofing and movement resistance. So, yeah, I showed you this, right? I showed you all my little goodies in here. Now, just a little bit real quick, and then I'll end this because I do want to take a break. Grab some more coffee. I do plan on obviously putting the membrane all the way throughout, and then using what are they calling this? The waterproofing strip, but it's not a strip. This is bigger. So we'll say the waterproofing membrane. I'm going to use the waterproofing membrane in here because of my stone that I'm putting in the shower. And I'm going to make my own strips of waterproofing membrane all the way around my perimeter of the bath, because not that I'm making this a wet room, but you know, I have it, and I just, you know, if I have the energy, I'm going to do it. So that's my plan there. And of course, every butt joint, wherever these two come together, I'll be seaming it with this. Same kind of thing I'm going to be adhering it to the slab with. My quarter trowel and thin set, and making sure I got a good bond. And this is, you know, this is like a seam sealer, right? Same thing. So, all right. Thanks for bearing with me. I'll leave you with this shot right here. This is the Schluter Ditra uncoupling membrane. And I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm not going to say it's going to be goof proof, but I am looking forward to getting it going, because that means I'm closer to tile, which I'm kind of looking forward to, but then I'm kind of not. But then again, I'm kind of looking forward to it because it will just advance me that much farther down to the point where I can start thinking about getting this bathroom project done. All right, thanks for putting up with me. I know this was very long, and but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a couple things. If you got any questions, of course, just let me know. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It is, I think it's Tuesday? I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's going to be more to come.